that it is difficult to run this country. It is not. It is not difficult. Other countries of the world that have less than we have are well run. All we need to do is to put people who know what to do there. That's what we need to do. And we can go back and we can expect our country to be well run. So come February 14, 2015, I pray that the Almighty God will give us an opportunity to test the theory that I'm saying, just an opportunity. This country will be unrecognizable in 1 year from February 14, 2015. Thank you very much.
APC, 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 change. You all will agree with me that what you witnessed just now, what you listened to just now, was delivered with clinical finish, and that our professor showed a seminal grasp of the social, political, and economic dilemma that faces us as a nation state. You saw beautiful societal and political economic dialectics at work. Not only did he show a perfect understanding of the underbelly of our dilemma as a nation, but the professorial confidence with which he made that delivery titillated and titivated my intellectual palate. We welcome you, sir. We welcome you, sir. We welcome Professor Yemi Osinbajo to Edo State. And he treated you just now to what I will call Osinbajonomics. Before we go to the interactive session, you will agree with me that there is a man in our midst who cannot come here without sharing his ideas with you. A man that the comrade governor always preferred to refer to as the captain of their team. For me, this is not just only the captain of that team, but it's a man who has brought order out of the disorder he met in Lagos State. A man who has proven to be a primus inter pares and a triton among the minnows. My honor and privilege to invite to the podium the governor of Lagos State, learned senior advocate of Nigeria, His Excellency, Comrade Babatunde Fashola. You're welcome.
Your Excellencies, especially my brother, the digital and authentic comrade governor of Edo State, and his very, very dutiful and supportive deputy governor, members of the front table, the great people of Edo State, Domo, Oba Tokpae. This, for me, is always a most emotional homecoming. And every time I have been here since 2008, my spirit always remains lifted, because just as we drove around about an hour ago, I was showing my aides my former office on Sapler Road in front of the old MTD. And so much has happened since 2008 to demonstrate that when the right people are opportune to manage resources, things can work. And that is the message that Professor Yemi Osinbajo left us with. So I'd like to thank the governor of Edo State, first for hosting us, and also for demonstrating that good men, opportune to serve, can explode myths that it is not possible. I remember one of the first events I attended here. This hall was not here yet. We went to some hotel. But I've since been back here. I've seen schools and so on and so forth. Thank you very much, Comrade Governor. For me, this is the meaning of democracy. Good politics is about good policies. Policies that make life better. But we are here not necessarily because of ourselves. We are here because of you. And today you have listened to a presidential, vice presidential candidate telling you in 29 minutes many things you will never hear at a rally, because the time for such intense discussions don't exist. And that is perhaps why many Nigerians have been sufficiently not able to interrogate people who come to make them empty promises, because the rallies drown debate. But we choose to be different. We want to confront you because we are bustling with ideas. We know that ideas can change things. Now, what is instructive about Professor Yemi Osinbajo is first that he has spoken to you for 29 minutes. He has been on this assignment for only 3 weeks. And he has discussed with you power. He has discussed employment with you. He has discussed agriculture with you. He has discussed a welfare scheme. He has discussed health care. He has discussed youth development without reading any speech. For 3 weeks only. And he has not yet been elected. Now, what is on the other side? Because I spent about an hour this afternoon listening to the president in my state. And for almost the same period, I saw a very angry president. I saw a president who was recriminating about people criticizing his job performance. And he was blaming all those who ruled before him, forgetting that he has been on this job for 6 years. And he kept saying that they say we don't have a plan. But for 29 minutes, he did not reveal a plan on power. He did not reveal a plan on security. He did not reveal a plan on corruption. I listened to him. Now, after 6 years, without being able to articulate what he is doing and what he will do, and he keeps blaming everybody, forgetting that he's the commander-in-chief. If the kitchen is too hot, as it is becoming obvious, he must get out of the kitchen. This election is going to be about the job approval of the president, his record of service. It's not about where he comes from. It's not about how old or how young he is. It's not about how he preaches or how he... His job approval after 6 years. Are you happy with the way your country is? That's the simple issue in the election. So if after 6 years, he has not been able to explain to you what he has been doing with your time, with your resources, 52% of the revenue allocation formula, do you want to continue for another 4 years? So what is on the other side is a man who has not yet taken the job. He has been brought 3 weeks ago and is already clearly articulating a plan that this is what we will do. Are you going to test that man and give him a chance? It is important that you ask questions, because when we come to the rally, because we will come back, the presidential candidate is coming back.